I'm currently storing all 94 of my Winsor & Newton alcohol markers in this old makeup bag, and it's more than a little annoying to have to dig around in here and try and find a specific colour, and even more so when they're all over the desk like this. So I thought I'd make it easy on myself today by randomly selecting only 3 and doing a 3 marker challenge. G'day everyone, this is Hey Johanna. I just want to preface this video by saying that I am going to build marker storage soon, but I feel like my marker collection has just grown exponentially in the last couple of months. So anyway, this is the best that I can do for now, and let me tell you, it is a pain. I have been wanting to do a 3 marker challenge for a wee while now, but I was worried that it wouldn't turn out good, or that it wouldn't be a very good video to watch, and that I don't have much of an audience, but you know what, this is my channel, I'm gonna do what I want. Also, another quick aside before we jump into the video, I just want to say that this is a ridiculous amount of markers to have for one person. Like, I don't even have all of them yet, and I think about that all the time, and I'm constantly going out and buying more, but if you don't have this many markers, don't feel bad. I built up this collection over a couple of years, and basically every week I was going back and buying one more, and that's how it grew to this size. I didn't buy all of these at once. I didn't just go out and spend like, you know, $1,000 or whatever. It takes a while to build a collection like this, and if you don't have this many, don't feel bad. This is objectively too many to have. Also, I should probably give a shout out to my boyfriend who basically funds this entire thing, so thanks Carl, love you. So I think the way I'm going to do this is just by pouring all the markers out on the desk, and I'll close my eyes and shuffle them around a little bit, and then just like pick 3 randomly. And if you don't trust me, well, that's probably fair enough. I might be looking, but you're just gonna have to trust me on this that I'm not looking. Oh shit, I just realized I probably should have taken my grays out, because I really don't want to do a 3 marker challenge with like 3 grays, so just gonna do that. Okay, so I've taken out all the grays and the blenders and everything like that, so that I'm not stuck with like 3 grays. And some people might think that this is cheating, but you know what, this is my video. I'm gonna do it the way I want to do it, and I want to do it with my colors and not my grays, so that's how I'm gonna do it. So again, I think I'm just gonna close my eyes, shuffle this around a little bit, and just pick 3, and yeah, that's the 3 I'm gonna use. Okay, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna close my eyes and do it. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's super cute. Hold on, let me just... So the colors I've got are amethyst, apricot, and putty. Oh, that's so cute. I'm really pleased with these 3 colors. That's about as good as I could really ask for. Yay, so happy with that. So these are the 3 colors that I chose, and I'm so happy with this selection. Like, I love all 3 of these colors. I mean, I would say I definitely use this putty one the most. I've bought this particular color like 4, maybe 5 times, because Winsor & Newton, you can't refill them. Let me just swatch them out for you so you can see what they look like. The thing that you need to know about marker paper is that it's coated on one side with sort of like a plasticky kind of seal, so that the pen doesn't bleed onto the page below. So if you draw on the wrong page, then it's really weird. It becomes streaky and like smudges really easily and doesn't sort of soak into the paper, so that's why I'm turning this over. Oh, could it be more perfect? It's just a beautiful range of colors. I also want to see how these colors kind of work together, so I'm going to do a little bit of layering and a little bit of blending and just see what kind of results I can get from that. So what I'm doing right now is testing out the depth of color that I can get by layering up these tones on top of one another. Generally, you can get a more deep color if you layer it up a bunch of times, and a much lighter color if you just go over it once very lightly. So that's what I'm doing here. Testing these colors out like this is actually really important before you start really any drawing, but especially this one, because I really need to learn how the colors are going to interact together and how everything's going to work, because with a 3 marker challenge you are really limited to your color scheme, so you have to make it work as best you can. You have to get as much out of the tones as you possibly can. You have to layer and you have to blend and you have to mix colors and you have to see what's going to work and what's not going to work and everything. So this actually is going to be quite a challenge for me, because I like to rely on intermediate tones to blend colors together. It's always good to challenge yourself with art. I think that, you know, you're only going to learn from being challenged. I am seriously guilty of falling into the trap of only drawing the same thing over and over and over, and only drawing things which I know how to draw. You're never going to learn as an artist if you don't try. So it's the same thing with colors. I definitely stay away from red. I definitely stay away from colors that I don't know, darker colors in particular. And you know, I'm never going to become a better artist if I don't just get started with it. So yeah, as I was saying, this kind of a process is really important for basically any art that you're about to do. Any medium as well. You need to learn what the colors are going to do, what the medium is going to do, and how it's going to work together. And you know, if you are a really fantastic artist and you know your tools really well, then you may not have to do this. But I've been working with these alcohol markers for probably 4 or 5 years now, and I still do this before pretty much every drawing. So this apricot-y colour, especially mixed with this putty sort of flesh colour, do you know what, it really reminds me of like foxes, or what's that dog that run? Shiba Inu dogs. So, you know, I think it'd be quite cute to do like a, you know, a small picture of a dog or something. I don't know how to draw dogs. The only thing I know how to draw is people, and I don't even know how to draw that very well. So just don't, you know, don't judge me too hard for this. You know what, I think I need a reference. It's funny because looking at them, they almost look a little bit like pudgy foxes or something, like squat foxes. So maybe I could do something with a fox instead. I have actually been meaning to draw another fox at some point. I did a drawing in Inktober of a fox sort of creature leaping, and anyway, the picture turned out really good, and I just wanted to sort of refine it at a later date, and I haven't done that yet, so maybe I'll do something like that. Oh my gosh, it looks like a warthog. I'm actually really bad at drawing. So my fox's kind of tail was just massive, and it was flowing. I think the prompt was swing, and so I was thinking of like a swinging tail kind of coming around. So yeah, for some reason this looks like a pig. You know, if I had him like with a bandana or something. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Like a purple bandana. So I've pretty much already made up my mind on this, because I sort of sketched this out and remembered that this is something I've been wanting to do for a while. I've been meaning to refine that sketch in my Inktober book, and I'd like to put some colour into it, especially with these 3, but even at this stage I'll keep sketching out maybe 1 or 2 more thumbnails just to see. I do quite like this idea, but you know, you never know what you're going to come up with. I can't not at least draw a thumbnail of a person. Do you know what? I'm not feeling a person. I think I'm just going to do this. I know what I just said before, do a minimum of 4 thumbnails, but I can't get my mind off this, and yeah. So I'm not going to talk too much here because I don't really want to. There's not too much to say anyway. Also, if I sound a little bit weird, it's because I was just at the dentist and he stabbed the ever-loving fuck out of my gums, so they're kind of painful and swollen now, so just, you know, if my words are a bit slurred, kind of give me a break. Anyway, I added these crystals around the outside just because the purple colour that I use in the markers is called amethyst, and I couldn't get the idea out of my head, and they actually turned out being one of my favourite elements, so no regrets there. I wasn't really sure with the inking process whether I was going to add lots and lots of detail with the black ink and sort of, you know, cross-hatch in the shadows and block out a bunch of colours and maybe put some texture in the fur, but I almost thought that that would be cheating, because then I'd have the 3 colours of the markers, and then, you know, if I had these big sections of black, that's kind of like using a 4th colour. So initially I thought it was cheating, but later on you'll see I completely backtrack on that. So yeah, anyway, on that topic, you will see me use a colourless blender later on, and some people will definitely think that that's cheating, and you know what, just fucking bye, because I've said it already. This is my video, I just wanted to do it the way I wanted, and you know, the crystals turned out so much better with the colourless blender there, so I don't feel bad about that at all. I also use a white gel pen later on, so this ended up being just like a normal drawing. It's not really a challenge because I still used my liner and my gel pen and my blender, and yeah, sorry about that. I was a little worried that the purple colour on top of the orange was going to look a little bit muddy and a little bit like green and gross, but it turned out alright. It kind of makes the fur look a little bit shadowed, which is kind of cool and a stylistic choice I probably wouldn't ordinarily have made, so that's cool. Anyway, as I said, there's not that much to talk about, even though I've harped on this whole time. I suspect if I hadn't done such a simple drawing, then this would have been more of a challenge. It would have been much more creative as well. This ends up being a little bit of a plain piece, but I don't know, I still kind of like it. Next time for sure I'll do a much bigger piece, and I'll actually push myself, but this was just dipping my toes in, I suppose. I went to bed last night and hated this drawing so much. I just could not stop thinking about the hours and hours I spent drawing and filming and how I just didn't like how it turned out. But looking at it now with fresh eyes, I actually kind of love it. I think I'm gonna hang it on the wall. I think it's really, really cute. I love how this challenge has forced me out of my comfort zone a little bit because, you know, I get really comfortable just drawing the same face over and over and over again. I never draw foxes, and I actually really, really like this, so that's good. I do have to say though that this piece took so much more effort and so much longer than a normal drawing, and it's like half the size, and there was only 3 colours, so I don't know why that happened. Thanks so much everyone for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this 3 marker challenge using these 3 markers, amethyst, putty and apricot. Kia ora everyone, have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you next time. Bye. He's like a little puppy fox or something, so cute.